Welcome back. This is John Miko, and this is the third video, get orientation video, basically, that it's going to go through the tool that we're going to utilize for most of this course, MindTap. Okay, so if we want to, so if I click on MindTap, it'll take me to the click here to access our book and MindTap link. If I click on that link, it's going to say, click here to access our book. I'm MindTap in a new window. It's going to load a new window. If yours does not use load a new window, make sure that you have your pop-up blocker turned off for that site. Now, mine went right into the book. The first time that you do this, it will not. It'll say, you need to buy the book. There's also courtesy access. If you don't have a Cengage account, you'll have to set one up. It doesn't matter what email you use for that. The nice thing about doing it through this link is that your grades from Cengage MindTap will automatically sync back to Canvas. So all your grades are going to be in one place. If you can acquire it through that link that I just showed you, and that link will, that you can put in a credit card or pay for it some way like that. Or if you buy this from the bookstore, they'll give you an access code. You can enter an access code. So whatever way you acquire it, you do need to acquire MindTap with the book for week one. Now, I'm not going to go through this aspect right now, but I am going to let's look at let's go to the book. So on the right nav, I see full book. So this is an ebook. It's also a print book, but this is a link to that book. So if I go to the table of contents here, these are hot links. So week one introduction is the first thing that we're covering, and here is read chapter one. You would read chapter one. This is an ebook. It has all the tools that ebooks have. In that it's hot linkable. You can highlight things. You can take notes. All those types of tools. I'm not going to go through that in great detail, but those exist. Okay. So that's the book. If I go to chapter one introduction, you also see there's a link in here. This little icon means, hey, this is the reading. So you can link to chapter one introduction. Remember, chapter one, we don't have any Cengage Now assessed assignments, but under chapter one practice problems, we have the adaptive test prep, and that adaptive test prep is a sample quiz basically. So it's going to get you ready for the quiz. So if I click on that, it's going to you can make this yourself. So I want to make I want to see the questions in a 10-question quiz. This is taken as many times as you like. Take the test now on chapter one, and it gives me some multiple choice. Helps in constructing mathematical future sales based on past data. If you read the chapter, you'll understand that is predictive analytics. Okay, that is the branch of predictive analytics. So you'll take that, submit it, and review it, submit it, and you'll see it tells you, I got 1 of 10 because I didn't do 9 of them, but it tells you if I got it right or wrong and feedback, so you can learn from that. This is not graded. This is for your purposes only. Okay. I'm going to X out of that, and then I'm going to, so that's chapter one. So that's a learning activity. Now, chapter two, the same thing. Here's the reading. Okay. There are also, different learning resources, but under the link chapter two, practice problems, assignments, and videos, this is the chapter two adaptive test prep. So the same kind of thing that we saw earlier for chapter two. but Chapter 2, Cengage Now work. Okay, so week 2, we do have Cengage Now problems that are assessed. But to get ready for that, this is not assessed. This is the practice problems, homework, if you will. So I want to do that. I'm going to say start assignment now, and you can see over here it has 5 problems. We're doing, partial relative frequency distribution is given, A, B, C, D. Okay, what is the relative frequency of class D? Well, we know that relative frequency distributions should add to 1 or 100%, and we see that these 3 add to 60%. So we're thinking class D should be, these add to, struggling with my math here. These add to 60%, yeah, so this should be 0.40. The total sample size of what is the frequency of class D? Well, if the total sample size is 800 and this 40% is in class D, then that means 40% of 800, that's 320. And I'm going to click on check my work just because I want to see if those are right, and those are right. The ones I did not do are not correct. It gives me feedback if it's appropriate. I can go click on the ebook for that section, like what are we testing? If I want to say, boy, I still don't understand that, I can click on that and that'll link to the ebook. I'm going to submit this assignment. This will give me a grade. It says, hey, you didn't do anything yet. I got a 4%. You can take this an unlimited amount of times. It's to get you ready for the Cengage Now problems. Say I'm ready now for the Cengage Now problems. I'm going to click on that. This I can only do one time. Okay, this is only one time. I'm going to start it. It's unlimited. It's untimed, so you can have as much time as you like before you submit it. But you'll see it's very similar to what was the past. You can see this is actually the same problem, but it's a different numbers. Okay, this is called algorithmic. So a lot of times we do that. If you understand the concept, you can't just copy from the homework, but you can say, okay, I know this needs to be 1. This has the 70% this time, so that must be 30. Total sample size is 200, so 30% of 200 is 60. You can see this is the same problem that was in the homework. So doing the homework can get you ready for that. So that is the structure of MindTap. I'm going to go back, and your grades for this will port over to Canvas. I'm going to go back to Canvas because I want to show you one other thing. In the the weekly modules, I went to this book and then found those things, but these are also what we call deep links, in that I can link directly to that assessment or that activity in Cengage Now from Canvas. So if I'm ready to go to week 3 and I want to do the Cengage Now homework, I can go to Cengage Now homework, and it will, instead of me navigating to it through all those folders, it'll take me directly to that activity in MindTap. There we go. Okay. So, it's really important that you acquire that as soon as possible. And it's the MindTap. There is courtesy access. It might be like 7 days, maybe 10 days. I can't recall. But you need to acquire that because that's how we're assessed. Okay. So please let me know if you have any questions. This is the last orientation video. I'll send an email to everyone with the syllabus and these 3 videos in a moment. But please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.